Ugoamaka, the beautiful maiden no man could satisfy. In the heart of Ugoamaka village, under the white skies of Anambra, there lived a girl named Ugoamaka. From the day she was born, people whispered about her beauty. As she grew, her face became smooth like orgy cream, her waist curved like the letter S, and her smile. It made even married men forget themselves. By the time she turned 18, Ugo was the dream of every man in the village. Old men blessed her from afar. Young men fought over who would carry her firewood. But Ugo had her own fire burning deep inside her, and it was not wood she needed to quench it. Obinna was the first man Ugo agreed to marry. Strong arms, full chest, always smelling of fire and iron. The villagers danced during their wedding, saying, "Two strong heads, they match well." But after 3 moons, Ugo sat by the stream, her legs in the water, her face full of disappointment. Nneka, her friend, asked, "Ugo, why the long face?" Ugo shook her head. "Obinna is powerful in the forge but weak in the bed." Nneka covered her mouth. "Ugo, don't say that. I must say the truth. He works hard, yes. But at night, he turns to cold yam. No fire, no spark." Obinna tried to make things better. He bought wrappers, pounded yam himself, and begged. "I give you everything," he said one night. Ugo looked at him with tired eyes. "Everything except what I need." The next morning, she packed her things and returned to her father's house. After Obinna, Ugo's name changed in the village. The elders called her a woman with fire inside. Some feared her. Others wanted to feel her heat. Ugo decided she would not stop until she found the one man who could satisfy her. She tried Chijioke, the palm wine tapper. He had strong legs and a sweet tongue. But after 2 nights, Ugo hissed, "You talk too much and do too little." She tried Namdi, the wrestler, who had broken many backs in the village arena. But she said, "Your strength is only for fighting men, not pleasing women." She tried Ifena, the Lagos returnee with a car and perfume that smelled like foreign land. "You're stylish," she said after 2 nights. But useless where it matters most. One by one, she tried them all. The potter, the catechist's son, the hunter, the youth leader, even Efani the choir master, who swore he had never touched a woman. Yet none could give her what she sought. By age 22, Ugo had been with almost every man in Ugoamaka. The women hated her. The men admired her but feared her. "She will steal your husband and return him useless," they said. "Her body is sweet but her heart is empty," some warned. At the market square, women would whisper and point when she passed. But Ugo walked tall, her wrapper tight around her waist, her anklets jingling like music. One evening, Nneka asked her, "Ugo, don't you want to settle down? This your search, it's too much." Ugo stared at the setting sun. "I want more than a husband. I want someone who will make me forget myself. A man who will shake my soul. And if he doesn't exist, then I will die searching." The village was quiet the day Ikena returned. Tall, dark, muscles like carved wood. He had left Ugoamaka at 17 to join the army. Now he came back at 27 for his father's burial. Women looked at him and blushed. Men greeted him with respect. Ugo saw him and smiled. "Welcome, soldier." Ikena looked her over once. "Ugo, don't I get a hug? I'm not that kind of man." Ugo laughed. "Oh, I like this one." That night, she sent word to him. "Come to my compound. Let's talk." He came. There were no candles, no greetings. Just the sound of breath, of skin, of heat. What happened in that hot state between the mud walls, but the next morning, something changed. For the first time, Ugo didn't rise early. She lay there, silent. Eyes wide. Heart loud. Akena, she whispered. What did you do? He stood, dressing up. What you've been looking for. For weeks, Ugo followed Akena around the village. Let's spend the night again, she would say. No, he answered. One night was enough. But you made me feel things I've never felt. That's the problem, he said. You worship feelings. She grabbed his arm. Akena, marry me. He turned slowly. Marry you. So you can grow tired and search for new fire. Tears filled Ugo's eyes. You're different. I know it. He pulled away. You don't want me. You want what I gave you. And you'll never have it again. And just like that, he left. At 25, Ugo was alone. She had tasted every man in the village, but none satisfied her hunger like Akena did, for just one night. The other men still tried. They still called her beautiful, still sent her gifts. But she stopped answering. She stopped wearing makeup. Stopped wearing her fancy wrappers. Every evening, she sat under the Udara tree, staring at the path where Akena once walked. Neka came to sit beside her one day. You used to shine like fire. Now you look like ash. Ugo smiled sadly. Maybe I burned myself looking for light. One day, a small girl from the village approached her. Auntie Ugo, they say you are the most beautiful woman in Ugoamaka. Ugo looked at the child. I was. But beauty without peace is a curse. The child frowned. What do you mean? Ugo sighed. I searched for something only Akena gave me, and now I know why. He wasn't just a man. He was my mirror. But he left you. Yes, Ugo said softly. Because even the strongest fire burns out when there's too much air. Some say Ugo later became a herbal healer, helping women understand their bodies. Some say she left the village and became a priestess in a distant land. Others say she still sits by the river every night, waiting, hoping that one day, Akena will return. But one thing is clear. In a world full of fire, she searched for lightning. And found it only once. Sometimes, what we search for outside can only be found inside. And if you chase every flame, you may never find your true fire.